Yo, what's good? Welcome back to another TikTok compilation. Y'all already know we're gonna keep these videos coming. You know, just keep showing the support. The support been amazing. Okay, appreciate all the support lately. We almost at 12K. That's what's up, man. I ain't gonna lie, that's dope. But it's gonna be a good one right here. Alright, let's go ahead and get into it. Alright, let's check it out, man. See what's going on in here.
Let me know if I'm tripping. Do that look like a UFO, like a big mothership? I think it's a big mothership, and then
actually do.
Cloud to like hide it in the clouds. Let me know, man. Am I tripping?
Got arrested because he was printing in magazines that he cures AIDS and sickle cell and cancer. And they like, that's false advertisement, that's malpractice of medicine, all type of thing. He wasn't no doctor. He just used herbs and his understanding of herbs. And he went to trial in New York. And he proved in the state of New York on record that he said, bring me y'all AIDS patients from y'all doctor. He treated them while he was on trial. He said, now have y'all doctors test them. The same ones diagnosing with AIDS had him test them. 77 patients on record in 1985 by his herbs. Why we ain't never heard that? Why that ain't been on TV? They got a Tupac and Biggie, the 55th documentary they done made about the Tupac and Biggie murder. You know what I'm saying? But why we ain't seen no doc on that? Why that's not no headline news? You feel me? What's to me is the story is that he went to trial against the state of New York and won. Then the feds indicted him. And he went to trial against the feds and won. And the judge even said like, oh yeah, you know, my whole life I wanted to change the world, but I just ended up being a judge. But today I'm gonna find you not guilty and change the world. That was her statement at the end of the whole trial. By finding 1985, he got arrested. Sometimes I just play the fool.
Bro, they did Dr. Sebi wrong, man. That is sad. That is so sad, man. He right. Like, how you got all these documentaries of Tupac and Biggie, but y'all ain't got no documentary for him, for Dr. Sebi? That's crazy. I ain't gonna lie, man. They really don't care.
The fool is trying to fool me. Right. You dig what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta play the fool. The fool is trying to fool you. Say it again. Sometimes you gotta play the fool to fool the fool that's trying to fool you. Right.
I just don't eat heavy amounts of protein just because it's healthy and all that.
But how do you stay jacked?
Okay, so like you have 12 hours that you should not eat throughout the day. Like during your nighttime sleep cycle. Say you have your dinner and your dinner ends at 7 p.m. You should not have anything in your body except water through the night until. But then on Sunday or Saturday or something, you got to do a full day. On that, but then after that, you've got to do like a full day.
A full day of fasting.
A full day of fasting on like 1 day a week or once every 2 weeks.
Oh, I missed that part.
But
I missed that part because what I would do is I'd fast, and then on the 8 hours I could eat, I'd go to Pound Town.
Yeah, so
I'd eat everything.
Yeah, see, but so don't go. Yeah, don't do that.
I had like 6,000 calories in like 6 hours.
No, and also on your on your cheat days, if you guys can make more of your meals in.
Virgo season was kind of rough, wasn't it? But now we are entering Libra season. But for the specific group of people that I'm speaking to, it was a lot of major things that happened during your Virgo season compared to the rest of the year, to be honest. That's the people that I'm speaking to at this moment. Libra season is your get back to yourself season. Focusing on your self-love, your self-care, your self-maintenance. Because Virgo season, you either lost people or it was just a lot of bullshit. And now it's time for you to rebuild, get back to yourself, and get things going. And head things off in a better direction. Do things in a different way so you can finally have a different outcome. That's what your Libra season definitely needs to be. Because honestly, Virgo season this past year with all the retrogrades happening, it was definitely to get a lot of old motherfuckers out your energy. A lot of old cycles, a lot of old mindset that you have towards things had to go. Follow for more.
Right now, life is teaching me the law of detachment. Nothing is really yours. Enjoy the moment and let things flow naturally. No forcing or chasing, just moving on when the time comes.
Do not be scared to get on your purpose. Do not be scared to elevate yourself, and do not be scared to self-improve yourself, okay? Yeah, people are gonna call you crazy. Yes, people are gonna say you this and that. Man, F them, fuck them. They do not matter. That's what I'm trying to tell you. At the end of the day, bro, you gotta make sure that you are doing what you divinely are supposed to do, and you are doing what you divinely feel in your heart, in your intuition, in your soul, in everything. If you don't want to go to the club, that's cool. If you don't want to drink alcohol, that's cool. If you don't want to waste your life on drugs, pussy, and shit that don't matter to you, bro, that's cool. Do what you want to do, bro. You feel me? Get on your shit.
This is keeping me up. My bad, I dropped the phone. But this is keeping me.
No, because deep down inside of me, I think he is the villain. People would always harp on how weak he was, like how his music was like crybaby music almost, and for women mostly, and the guys didn't see him as hard. So this was his villain origin story. He was probably like, okay, you know what, let me be hard and take somebody out because that's just a part of the game. So when he learned the game, he probably went ahead and did something like this, allegedly, you know. Allegedly, I don't want to get sued.
I'm so
That's
confused
my
what you're
thoughts,
talking about.
Allegedly, Shaq has been to every zoo in the world, disrespecting gorillas with his mere presence.
True story.
Yes.
I promise you. I done went to every zoo in the world. I went to every zoo in the world.
You've not been to every zoo in the world.
I've been to every zoo in the world.
Okay.
And every time I go to the gorilla section, they look at me like, hey man, where your fur at? No, for real. For real. That's how they look at me, and then they also look at me like, hey, what am I doing in here and you out there? And they always go crazy when they see me.
Right.
I promise
you. Get outside the glass. Every zoo, bro. Every zoo in the world, Shaq. I don't know. He even posted this video on his Facebook as proof.
Yeah, let them have a chance to settle. It's nice and quiet, let them settle. Because it's fear.
Just in case you still don't believe it, here's a clip of Shaq calling the director of the Miami Zoo personally to get validation for this.
No, but y'all don't believe me, so I want to call my guy from the zoo. This is Ron McGill, the director of the Miami Zoo. Tell him what happens when I walk by the gorilla exhibit.
He gets intimidated and he looks at Shaq and thinks that Shaq's going to take away his girls. He knows who's the boss.
He thinks Shaq's going to take his girls.
And he even said something very similar when he was on the Impulsive podcast. Watch this.
I'll go to them and like I'll mess with them and like they all come to the glass and they all do this. Every zoo in the world. Like they just go crazy, they just go to the glass and go.
Bad news for anybody who likes to unwind after a stressful day at work with either a nice glass of wine or a nice cold beer. Because according to a new study, of the 20 most popular wine and beer brands here in the United States, 19 out of those 20 tested positive for containing Monsanto's glyphosate poison. Now, if you're not familiar, glyphosate is the active ingredient in Monsanto's Roundup weed killer that is, according to the World Health Organization, a probable human carcinogen that has been linked to various different forms of cancer, including non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. Just about a week ago, a new report came out saying that exposure to glyphosate increases your risk of getting cancer by 41%. And 19 out of the 20 most popular beer and wine brands in the United States tested positive for containing this carcinogen. Here they are. I'll read the list.
You gotta, oh man, you gotta start eating better, people. You really do. Gotta do better.
Barefoot Cabernet Sauvignon.
And it's so hard to.
Frey Organic Natural White. Those are the wines, and here are the beers. We have Coors Light, Miller Lite, Budweiser, Corona, Heineken, Guinness, Stella Artois, Ace Perry Hard Cider, Sierra Nevada Pale Ale, New Belgium Fat Tire Amber Ale, Sam Adams Stella Artois, and Sam Smith's Organic Lager. Every single one of these beverages tested came back positive for containing Monsanto's glyphosate. That's a very real problem. Now, the company came out, which is now owned by Bayer instead of Monsanto, and said, hey, relax. The level of glyphosate in these beverages is well below what
is that? Like, I know it ain't nothing healthy.
Which is ironic that they would point that out, because this EPA, and the company frequently throws this in our face, it says that glyphosate's not harmful.
Wow.
So if it's not harmful, why would there be a safe limit? The story of glyphosate is a very sordid one, and you have to go back to the 90s to fully understand what's happened with our EPA and the regulation of glyphosate, because back in the early 90s, late 80s actually, I believe, they said that, yeah, glyphosate gives you cancer. Unequivocally, it gives you cancer. And then Monsanto intervened, spent a lot of money, funded a bunch of fake studies, and then the EPA said, oh, okay, never mind, it doesn't cause cancer. Oops, sorry.
We have a potential X-class solar flare today and a CME that will be sideswiping Earth on September 23rd, so if you're feeling tired or headachy, it's normal. Stay grounded and hydrated. Also on September 23rd, the sun will be entering Libra, and we will be entering the fall equinox for the Northern Hemisphere. The equinox represents equal night and equal day. It's a time of balance and harmony. It's the second of the 3 harvest festivals for the year. It's the time to celebrate abundance and give thanks for the bountiful crops that we've had for the year and to prepare for the winter months.
Now that I think about it, I definitely think...
Yo, I do not want it to get cold. I hate winter. The little, whatever they be using to make it get cold, I hate it. I hate when it get cold outside. It's annoying. Tell me, like, what do y'all think? Y'all like the cold? Nobody likes the cold, man. Get out of here. If you like the cold, then you just different, man. Just a different person.
Ellen DeGeneres was on some weird shit, specifically with little kids, because I've always wondered why she'd have so many little kids on her show and have this weird energy with them. And I'm pretty sure a lot of other people have thought the same thing. And then when you start to look at the inside of her house, it starts to make sense, honestly. The pictures I'm showing you now are art pictures that are in her house. Like all of this weird ass art, evil thoughts, revenge. Then this is, what the like what in the actual and look at the hoodie. It's a person's face with red, and so now it actually starts to make sense. And hopefully it makes sense to you as well. Because obviously these people be after children. And it's time we become more aware of this. Check this video out.
You tell Oprah this what's on her face? She knows. She knows. She knows. There were a couple protesters about it because they are cells from baby foreskin. Oh, baby foreskin. That makes it better.
You told me my son had low vitamin D, and I noticed the longer I have him out in the sun, the better his speech is, and attention has improved 100 times. Yay, good for you, sis. The sun is very important. We neglect that to the fullest. I mean, when people say that sun's too hot, it is only going to get hotter. I guarantee you that it is so important that there is nothing new under the sun. Believe that. So this new sun that is coming, when they say the Son of Man shall return for his people, the Son of Man, not mankind, shall return for his people and begin to eliminate all hybrids. This is why you're going to have what you so-called a food shortage. Because we are going to be taking away stupid broccolis that never existed and carrots that never existed. Things that mama did not accept while in her motherfucking belly was not original to this bitch will burn. That's why you say, well, the grass burn. That grass has been put there. That grass did not grow in that quantity years and thousands of years ago.
Yeah, that
so
is true.
you talking about
that's why the grass be burning? I didn't know that. Dang, bro, you really learn something new every day. I did not
that's
know
artificial
that.
or original to this planet are not meant to burn like that. And when I hear y'all say, yo, it's hot, it be what did we have yesterday? Like 97? What day was that? Was burn up Friday?
I think Friday.
It had to be like what, 90, 98, 99? Oh, I can't handle it. You can't handle it. Now you're going to be in a world of trouble. I guarantee you need to go your ass out there and adapt now. Because that sun is just going to get hotter and hotter and hotter. It's not going to tame itself for you. This is why you got niggas right now trying to put stuff over the sun. All these scientists, we're going to block the sun. They're not doing that for one's fucking burning. You go to the fucking park now and you see tarps all over the where the children's supposed to play. And I'm thinking to myself, if in fact everything in nature needs sun, why in the did you put a tarp over where these children are playing,
Exactly.
which is AKA
We
exercise for
need
the
the
children? So what are you protecting them from? But they're protecting the white babies. Period. You protecting the little white kids because they can't partake in that type of sun. Come on, man. That bitch heating up. The earth is catching a fever right now. I told y'all that in 2020. These people don't make no events without planning it astrologically. Did I say that right? Oh, okay. All right. So they don't plan no events without knowing exactly what's happening in the stores. If you notice in 2020, there was something that shifted, and I'm talking about on a magnetic level. I felt a change in the sky, and I was like, ooh, they trying to keep us from something. Everybody inside. There's a vibe. No one come outside. Call us on 1-800, tell on a nigga, be a bitch outside. This is what they said. So when you trying to get me from an area, I need to dive in that. I know you evil. I know we fight not against flesh and blood, but for principalities in high places. So whatever the fuck your high is, when niggas vote you in with your high dumb with their right? Whatever the fuck you say, I'm like, let me go see what that sun do, right? So nobody outside. They don't want no energy going on. You think you being saved and it's about this. They don't want no energies in the street. So 2020, something definitely happened. And I'm just like, whoa, this is different, something different. Something different. I can feel this, you heard me? So I'm in the sun. Me and my churn outside.
Today we're going to be talking about the entity of fear. And I'm not talking about physical, mundane fears, like walking in the dark alone, spiders, or your fear of heights. No, I'm talking about the fears you don't want to talk about. The ones that bother your existence. You know what I'm saying? The ones that you have to deal with regardless. You know what I'm saying? Ones that are not given to you by a fake construct, but things that are just along with your human nature, like loss of control, rejection. And rejection don't got nothing to do with just females neither. It's rejection in life, rejection of how people will see you. Loss and death, failure, that's a big thing too. Being comfortable, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people think you can walk in this lightness and not tap in with no darkness. It's duality and everything, bro. That's why a lot of us, we be getting energy drained, spiritually attacked and all that, bro, because you don't understand the Maya balance, bro, the yin yang, bro. You're gonna have darkness within your realm, bro. And when I say darkness, I mean you're gonna have a resisting force. You trying to do the best thing in your life. You trying to be better, right? You're gonna have a natural resisting force that's pulling you down, because this is what we here on earth to do. Have this experience. Do you understand? Fear makes the wolf look bigger. It's just like a bully in school, bro. If you get scared of the bully, he gon' I'ma lick them tears. They get more like power the scarier you are. You know what I'm saying? It's the same with animals. It's the same with any entity on this planet, bro. But when you one with self, right? You could go through any turmoil, anything in your life. You be ready 10 toes down for it. You want to know why? Because you've already accepted everything and you prepared yourself, bro. That's why I told y'all, bro, you need to practice protecting your life force energy in all ways, bro. Whether it's getting drained through SEX, whether it's getting drained through the internet, whether it's getting drained through your friends and family, whether it's getting drained, regardless, bro, what's taking your energy. It could be a herb, it could be a substance, it could be anything, bro. You need to sit down and take your power back and become one with self, bro, without nothing, bro. Being able to turn off everything and sit in darkness, bro, and be cool. You gotta understand this planet run off universal laws. You know how they made their man-made laws? Well, the universal laws is just due as well, bro. Especially if you're organic being to this planet. Now, if people want to break them or don't want to follow them, that don't mean they're not there, bro. And your government understands this. Don't think they don't flow with this. So if you see people crashing out and all that, bro, yeah, this judicial system, it's not justice. But if you follow the universal laws and you govern yourself, bro, you don't need no police to govern you. A lot of us, we hold on to chains. They're not even physical, bro. We got mental chains on us, you know what I'm saying? From this entity of fear, because this entity of fear, he needs you to not believe in yourself to exist. He needs you to be afraid of the unknown for that to exist. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember I went on a trip one time when I was young, like a cabin lodge trip with my karate class. And we went to Sacramento to go jump in the river and all that. But before that, we had a tree swing. And the tree swing, it looks scary because when you're sitting on the edge, it's like a big drop, you know? Y'all ever heard of the valley swing or something like that? So going through this experience young, you know what I'm saying? Conquering my lower self, conquering the fear of moving into the unknown and experiencing, you know what I'm saying? It gave me a vision. It gave me a vision that I see a lot of my peers and a lot of people that I grew up with didn't have, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I had to separate myself in order to think correctly, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people in our environment, they got that fear host on them. It's like it jumped from, well, we are the host. The fear entity, it jumps, it's like a parasite, go from host to host. You know what I'm saying? So squash that bug. You know what I'm saying? Squash that inner bug on wanting to be right in humanity.
I'm starting to believe more and more that Sexy Red is indeed an industry plant propped up by some man, probably not even a black man, but propped up by some man to stop the mental progression.
Man, look what she be rapping about. Come on, man. That music is trash. Like, that's actually trash music. That's not soul music. That's not hoping people, man. That is trash. I don't care.
Black women. When I say mental progression, I'm not talking about financial progression. We know how to work the best jobs. We know how to get a bag. We know how to go to the best schools. We know how to excel in the educational system. So I'm talking about mental progression when it comes to how we present ourselves in the world as women. Now you have Sexy Red and all these other, you know, these female rappers. They just gotta go. They gotta go.
Indeed.
They are stopping the mental maturity of black women. Not only that, but you have these young women in the school system revamping these idiotic lyrics and singing them to your children. When you see me, say you gotta say what's up. Last month or so, Sexy Red was at a high school pep rally. So it's like at a certain point, we have to really start taking accountability of what we are allowing in the culture, because at this point it's out of control. And I'm just gonna go ahead and put it out there. If I see any woman with yellow discharge and gonorrhea lipstick on, that's gonna be very telling. That's gonna be very telling about your mental state if you go and support that.
So the Bermuda Triangle is a mystery to everybody. We've all heard of planes and boats going missing whenever going over the Bermuda Triangle. So I definitely and personally believe that there is high energy activity in the Bermuda Triangle. And in knowing that and searching up where the Bermuda Triangle is in the Atlantic Ocean. Atlantic? Kind of sounds like Atlantis. What if Atlantis is below the Bermuda Triangle? And that's why there is so much high energy activity over there. And that may be why planes and boats always go missing whenever they go over the Bermuda Triangle. Now, this is just a theory, so don't take what I'm saying as full facts. This is just the dots that I put together that make sense to me. Pretty sure Atlantis can be in any part of the ocean, but what makes it stand out is the Atlantic Ocean, and it sounds like Atlantis. And it makes sense for this part of the ocean to have high energy activity because of Atlantis, maybe. The ocean is definitely a huge mystery. What y'all thought? Things I personally believe starting off with the ocean. Since this earth is 90% water, I definitely believe giant creatures like a Leviathan exist. I also
don't believe that. I mean, it's possible. Because the ocean is crazy. Like, that's a lot of space. Like, man. They might have creatures like that.
I believe the Megalodon exists deep in the ocean as well. They don't spend billions on these movies for no reason. Also, giant ass octopuses too. The ocean is too damn big for these things not to exist. Number two, I definitely believe that extraterrestrials are beyond the ice wall. And I also believe that transformer type of technology is over there in those ice walls in Antarctica. It just makes sense for this type of technology to be over there. And extraterrestrial creatures. Again, they don't spend billions on these movies just for your entertainment. Exactly. Number three, I definitely believe that there is a dome above us. And the sun and moon is not in space, it's inside the firmament. Going back to number one, there is an ocean of heaven outside of the firmament. Therefore, we're surrounded by water. Number four, I personally believe this is something like what the real world map look like. Each system has its own ice wall. And five, the government is to govern our mental.
So you got negative thoughts in your head, right? And them spirits kicking your ass, they got you hyper-focusing on a certain thought, a thought loop that's bringing you negativity or stress or just any type of friction in your mind, and you don't know how to cut that shit off. A lot of us get caught in that shit real easily and not realize it because something triggered it or something going on in this that we can't control, so we trying to focus on it and we stress ourselves out by doing it. Listen, the best way to get out of that shit is by simply asking yourself, you know what, fuck this shit. What can I do to make my environment better right now? How can I devote all this energy, all this thinking energy into my external world and do something to make the world a better place with it instead of sitting by myself, allowing all this energy to go back and forth with a negative spirit that's just going to eat the shit. Because there is no thought, there's no conversation more important than what you can do to make this planet a better place in your own way. You know what I'm saying? Rise above.
We all knew that this day was coming, but now it's here. Police in the US have just rolled out their new way of fighting crime in New York's Times Square. Meet your new AI-driven security officer. City officials said that the police robot will cruise around the Midtown subway station for the next 2 months, alongside a human NYPD partner as part of a test program. It will work 18-hour shifts from 6 a.m., weighs a whopping 400 pounds, and will be rolling around recording 360-degree HD footage. Police say that no audio or facial recognition data will be collected, and promise that it would adhere to the same guidelines as all of their other technology. However, if you did need it to record audio, there's a button which you can push to call for police. They also say that if anyone tries to vandalize the robot, they will be caught on camera and arrested. So the question is this a good way to leverage technology to lower crime, or dystopian as hell?
I remember y'all was running around this bitch talking about, put your mask on, put your mask on. I'm not putting on a motherfucking thing. Nah. I knew it was something fishy. Bitch, I watched every motherfucking episode of Scooby-Doo and a pup named Scooby-Doo. I know when somebody meddling around. Know when a nigga meddling. That them niggas is meddling, man. It's what the fuck she say? Jinkies. That shit suspicious. Man, you telling me all the masks clean?
No.
Nope.
Nope.
Now look out, look. He got the date on the bitch. Ah! I can feel the germs. Ah!
It don't matter if it's your brother or your homie or your cousin or your.
I can feel the germs. Nah, that is funny.
Friend or whoever the fuck they are to you, bro. If somebody does something wrong, they need to be held accountable for their actions. Quit making excuses for people just because, oh, well, that's my friend, so I'm gonna let them slide. Oh, well, that's my mom, I'm gonna let her slide. Oh, that's my brother, oh, that's my cousin, I'm gonna let them slide. I don't give a fuck who they are to you, bro. If somebody do some fuck shit, you would be a true friend and call them out on it anytime they do that. Exactly. Like if your homie cheat on his girl, and his girl ain't done nothing but try to be good to him and be loyal to him, you need to call your homie out and say, hey, bro, why would you cheat on your girl? She ain't done nothing but try to be good to you. Or for females, if your homegirl treating her nigga wrong and this nigga he try to be a good nigga, right? You would be a good friend. Be like, girl, he's such a good man. You know, good men are hard to come by. Don't do him like that. Stop giving people passes, bro. That's all I'm saying. Quit giving people passes just because that's your day one or that's your friend or you knew them since elementary school. I don't give a fuck who they are to you, bro. When people do some fuck shit, bro, they need to be called out on it.
That's real, bro.
I don't care if it's my brother. If my brother do something wrong, I'm gonna tell him, hey, yo, bro, you wrong for that. I'm not finna make excuses for him and take his side or kiss his ass because we related. Fuck out of here, man. That's unfair, bro. For real. That's unfair. When people do some fuck shit, they need to be called out on the fuck shit that they're doing. I don't care who they are to you. I don't care if they're your family. I don't care if they're your friend. I don't care if you've been knowing them for a while. I don't care how close y'all are, bro. When somebody does something and you know it ain't right, you need to call that shit out.
Yep.
Don't be making excuses for motherfuckers and say, well, that's my cousin, so I'm gonna let him slide. Oh, that's my brother, I'm gonna let him slide. Oh, that's my homegirl, I'm gonna let him slide. Oh, that's my nigga, so I'm gonna let him slide. I don't give a fuck. When a person is wrong, they wrong. I don't care who they are to you, how important they are to you. People need to be held accountable for their actions when they do some fuck ass shit. Period. Just like if I do, I would want somebody holding me accountable. I don't want nobody kissing my telling me that I'm wrong, that I'm not wrong. If I do something that's wrong in your eyes, bro, tell me. Don't be passive and just go along with everything that I'm go along with what you're doing just because they fuck with you. No, if I do something wrong, I do something and you know it ain't right, call me out on it. Hold me accountable. Don't just go along with it just because you fuck with me. Don't be passive. I don't like passive ass people. You know what I'm saying? Don't bite your tongue, bro. If I do something wrong, tell me. Because if you do something wrong, I would tell you, hey, nah, bro, that's wrong, bro. Don't do that. Nah, bro, don't do that, man. That ain't right. You know what I mean? You might not like the fact that I'm holding you accountable for what you're doing, but as a real ass friend, as a true friend, I'm gonna call you out on your bullshit anytime you do some bullshit. I'm not just gonna agree with you or take your side and just go along with the fuck ass shit that you're doing just because I'm your homie or you my homie or you my no, nigga. Y'all gotta stop doing that shit, man. If somebody do something wrong, I don't care who they are to you. Point that shit out, bro. Hold people accountable. And if y'all fall out just because you trying to be real with them and tell them what they did wrong, so be it, bruh. So be it.
Watch out, everyone, including yourself, is going to be more aggressive than they have been this entire year from now to the end of October, because we have 2 eclipses in October. We have the most aggressive full moon of 2023 on September 30th, and Mars, the planet of aggression, is forming harsh aspects. Needless to say, everyone, especially Aries, Cancer, Capricorn, and Libra placements, are going to be completely crazy, out of control, and unhinged. So watch out for others and monitor your own emotional response, because everyone is only going to get more aggressive as we approach the eclipses on October 14th and October 28th. This is a time where every zodiac sign will be finding newfound power within themselves, but this may also cause people to choose conflict over peace. So just be mindful. Also be sure to check out everclear.com and the link in my bio. They have my personal favorite tarot readers and psychics.
Here, you think selling your soul is a blood sacrifice? You kill a family member, all that extra stuff. You do seances, I don't know. And not to say that those things don't happen, but I want to let you know it's a lot simple. It's more simple than that. The Holy Spirit revealed to me that moment that when I was using the gifts that God gave me to glorify promiscuity, when I was using the gifts that God gave me to glorify violence and drugs, what kingdom you think I was working for? There's only 2 kingdoms, y'all. The world want to let you think it's a middle ground. You're either using your gifts to glorify the things of this world, you're promoting Satan's kingdom, or you're using your gifts to glorify God and promoting the kingdom of light. It's no middle ground. Okay? The Bible asks a question, it poses a question, it says, what good does it a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? We know that this life is temporary. That is not a secret. We all in here probably got 100 years at best. We know at some point we're going to pass through this life. But eternal life is eternal, and the things we do on this earth does matter where we spend eternity. So I want to encourage all of you guys here. I don't care if you sing, you rap, I don't care if you work at McDonald's, I don't care what you do. You can find a way to use it to glorify God. He's been way too good to you to play both sides.
Cook ain't left no crumbs.
W. That was 40 minutes? That did not feel like 40 minutes. Hey. Alright, that's it. I'm gonna go on to get I want to end it, man. See you guys in the next one.
What? Bitch, I'm a god, cause nigga, I'm back. Fuck the Matrix, this shit is trash.